Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Everyday Money. Thank you for being here so much. Also, 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 of you guys have hit the subscribe button, and I want to thank you guys for that. The Shiba Army out there is probably responsible for a good portion of those for my Shiba Inu videos that I have put out. So can't thank you guys enough. And that is what we are going to be talking about today. The Shiba Inu token, the developers, the founders have put out a new Woof paper. That's their little take on a white paper, like a lot of other investments will put out. But they put out the Woof paper 2.0 on June 26, 2021. This has been the first major update that I have seen since I've been looking into the Shiba Inu token, and it gets a lot of clarification on a whole bunch of items. There still is a lot of questions that aren't really being answered. But in addition to that, they updated their website, and it looks a heck of a lot better, a lot more professional for people that are looking at it and looking to make an investment into the Shiba Inu coin or token, and it just looks better altogether. But I think that the biggest thing that this new Woof paper is going to do for the Shiba Inu token is just show that there is ongoing support, and the developers are working in the background to continue to develop this project, and that they haven't just shot it out there and have now abandoned it. Now, we still are waiting on clarification on when the ShibaSwap will launch, if it will launch. There's a lot of speculation out there of if it will or won't, and I'm going to say we're waiting on for when it does launch. And I could be crazy. If any of you guys out there read the Woof paper 2.0 right when it first came out, I could have sworn that it said, now that ShibaSwap is live. And then when I was putting together my notes, which are taped right here underneath the lens, when I was putting together my notes, I was trying to figure out what page that was on in order for me to show it to you guys and say that it says here that it's live, so it must be coming very soon. But now I cannot find it. So if any of you guys saw that, maybe I'm just was seeing things or just making things up in my head, but leave me that comment down below if you had seen that thing. But for the time being, let's go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's get into what this Woof paper 2.0 is saying in addition to what the original did. Alrighty, so I have the Woof paper up here on my phone, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have the same problem, but it loads really slow, this particular PDF, and I've tried it on here, I've tried it on my laptop, and it just seems to go very slow. I don't know what the deal is. This is a Samsung Galaxy S10, and that computer I added video on, so it is a decently fast computer, so I don't know if you guys have that same problem. But anyhow, what I want to look at is, first of all, with the returns. There was a lot of speculation on this when it first came out about what the 33% was, because there were some folks that said that for all the SHIB that you end up staking, that there would be a 33% of that would be burned, and that is how a burn was going to be happening. And when I took a look at this, it's easy to see here that it says that the returns say that 33% is going to be available, and then 67% is going to be locked for 6 months. And it says right here in this new updated version of the Woof paper, the clarification, that on almost all of these, be it the bone, the leash, or whatever the reward is that you are getting, that 33% will be available immediately to be distributed. Or some of these, like for example, with the bone, it says that 33% of bone and Ethereum returns will be weekly distributed and available for withdrawal. And then the remaining 2/3 will be time locked for up to 6 months. And that is a great clarification for anyone out there that was wondering how this was going to work, because there's been people all over the place with what exactly that means, if that was going to be some sort of burn mechanism, and it does not appear that that is going to be the case. And now if we go down here to page 24, and this is about a 28-page document. I think that the first one was 22 or so. So you're looking about 6 pages or so of additional documentation on this, and this goes into the governance of the Shiba Inu system, the whole ecosystem. And there was a lot of talk on the internet about how the Bone token is going to be the governance token, and it is. But there was people saying that, oh, we can use that to vote to have a burn for Shiba Inu token, or we can basically do whatever we want with that. And if you look at page 24 here, this is the multi-signature model, and what it does is it's saying essentially that the developers still have ultimate control over the whole Shiba Inu ecosystem. And actually what it says is, and I'll read this word for word, while SHIB finds its greatest strength from its community, the SHIB team will always be there to oversee and support. In most cases, utilizing Bone, our governance token, will offer the community a means to guide the Shiba Inu ecosystem in accordance with the decentralized majority. However, there will still be times where it falls on the shoulders of the SHIB team to make responsible decisions in the best interest of the Shiba army. When those instances occur, we will continue to follow our priority of fair and ethical practice by establishing multi-sig wallets. Now, it goes on to say that multi-sig wallets provide the ability to take assertive action while protecting from impulsive emotional reactions. And I think that is a big thing that is going to be moving forward. So we're not going to be able to just say that we want to burn all these tokens right now and they're going to do that. If you read the Woof paper, it says exactly where the Shiba Inu token lands in their hierarchy of coins. It is either at the bottom or the top, depending on which way you want to look at it. It's either at the bottom as far as value or the top as far as the amount of tokens that are outstanding. And then it goes Bone in the middle of the three tokens and Leash at the bottom. And it is very clear that Shiba Inu is being put in that spot of being able to hold millions or billions or trillions of tokens at a very low cost amount and being able to outpace the value of Dogecoin over time. Not outpace the price point, but on a percentage basis. It can go up, 1,000%, 100%, and outpace Doge in that particular regard. Now, there's a couple things that are conspicuously absent from this Woof paper that a lot of folks have been talking about, and that is, especially regarding the Shiba Inu token, a burn. There is no mention of a burn or any type of a mechanism to initiate a burn. And a lot of folks will say that, well, staking is equivalent to burning the token. And while it does take it out of circulation temporarily, and if there was a large percentage of the token staked and there was a run on people trying to purchase the token, sure, it could really have a supply and demand problem and push the price up temporarily. But those staked tokens are not burned. They're not burned like the way that Vitalik sent those 410 or so trillion tokens to that burn wallet. Those tokens that are staked can be put back in circulation. And so even though they're out for the time being, it's not as powerful as if they were actually burned. And with essentially all of the tokens that are available, except for 105 trillion tokens that I have never been able to see any accounting for, all of the tokens are owned by someone or some entity, and you cannot just burn a bulk amount of the tokens. You would have to do some sort of like percentage burn where like everybody loses 10 or 20 or 30 or 99% or whatever needs to happen. And then your tokens would be slashed by whatever that amount is, but the value would still be the same. So each token would just be worth more in the end. In addition to that, really staking, even if there was, 90% of the Shiba Inu token staked, that would still leave, and I'm doing math off the top of my head here, it would leave 3.95 trillion tokens available, which would still just be a tremendous amount of tokens, and the price would still be relatively low given the market cap of today. Even if you looked at a higher market cap like Dogecoin and a 90% burn, I still don't think that we are anywhere near 1 cent, just doing the math in my head quickly while I'm recording this video. One of the things that has troubled me with this token as well is that almost all of the coins have been accounted for. You got your 395 trillion that are in circulation, and you have your 500 trillion that were burned to Vitalik Buterin. Now, when you do the math on that, there's 105 trillion tokens missing.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
and nobody has commented on where those are. I've Googled it, I've searched YouTube, I've searched Reddit, Twitter, I've looked through the Woof Paper, and where are these 105 trillion additional tokens at? The Woof Paper doesn't mention it at all. I don't know if this is a secret wallet that the developers have of Shiba Inu tokens. I don't have any idea, but I do think that that's kind of a question that probably needs to be answered, because without being able to find it, it's a little shady in my mind, and I just would kind of like to know where these other 105 are. Finally, some of the things that the Woof Paper 2.0 didn't really cover, it was all the coming soons that have been coming soon since the Woof Paper existed. Two of the biggest ones being ShibaSwap and the Doggy DAO governance program. ShibaSwap has been promised to us for quite a while, and I understand that that takes a lot of time to get set up. But this token was released back in August of 2020, which means it's been around for almost a year at this point. And I would assume that they were working on this probably 6 to 12 months before it was even released. So it would be nice to have some sort of time frame out there for when ShibaSwap will be coming to fruition. Another is the Doggy DAO governance program that has still been coming soon, as long as I can remember being into this. And it would be nice for that coming soon to be coming now and be released as far as how it is going to be. But from what we saw from the page 24 of the Woof Paper, it sounds like Shiba Inu ecosystem will be governed sort of like a country with a constitution, and then lawmakers that make up the governing body. Like, there will be rules that I'm sure that the developers and the founders have put in place, that are just the guidelines in the box, and that you are able to make certain moves within there. But it does not sound like you can essentially do whatever that you want whenever you want. But it would be nice for us to see what that Doggy DAO governance is going to be, for everyone to have, you know, confidence in this and to essentially know the rules, because really no one likes to play a game where the rules are up in the air and no one knows what's going on. In any case, over the last couple of days, a week or so, Shiba Inu token has been trending up, and I think that there is a good potential for a massive upward trend. Now, Bitcoin has been trending up as well, and essentially, unless a coin has independently good or bad news, the crypto market for the time being pretty much just follows what Bitcoin is doing. I think that the release of ShibaSwap could be a major catalyst for growth in the price of this coin. Now, who knows where that will end up being, but I mean, even if we knock off a 0 and get up to, let's say, 0.4 zeros and a 1, that would be a tremendous increase in price from where it is right now, for at like I think it started off the day 0.5 zeros and a 7. If we could get back to 0.4 zeros and a 3.6, that would be a great thing. That was our May, I think, 10th high, and I think everyone would be excited for that. And if ShibaSwap can come out, we could probably look for prices even higher than that. Guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Grow your wealth, increase your success, put you on the road to financial freedom. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next one.